In the diagram below, A, 1 and 3, B, coordinates x and y, and E, coordinates -2 and -1, are points on a Cartesian plane. C, coordinates 2 and 1, is the midpoint of AB. Also, F is a point such that AF is equals to FB, and AF is perpendicular to FB. Good day, guys. I hope you're all doing so well. On today's lesson, we're going to deal with this question: analytical geometry, grade 11 and grade 10 and even grade 12 are still welcomed in this session. Now, analytical geometry, the first question, which is 1.1.1, it says that determine length of AE. Length of AE. Now, where is A and where is E? AE, the length of this line. You know that the coordinates of A are 1 and 3. The coordinates of E are -2 and -1. So please label your coordinates as per the usual way: x1, y1, x2, y2, for you to not be confused. And after labeling them, you come back to your question. The question wants the distance between A and E. How do you find the distance between A and E? As usual, distance formula. AE is equals to square root of bracket x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. This is a formula for distance. Now, from here, you just point out your x2s and x1s. x2 bracket -2 minus x1 you 1 minus 1 squared plus y2 -1 y1 3 minus 3 squared. Then you put this on your calculator. The length is 5 units. This is the length of AE. 5 units. That's how you find the length of AE. First question, we have answered it. So the length is 5 units. This is the length of AE. It says that determine the gradient of AC. Gradient of AE. Determine AE. AE. It's very simple. Gradient of AE is equals to, formula for gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Very simple, guys. Then from here, here's our A, here's our E. It's relevant. These coordinates are relevant. This is what we want for us to substitute back to our equation of our gradient. Y2 -1. Y2 is about -1. From coordinates are AE. Y2 -1 -1 minus y1 3 minus 3. x2 -2 minus x1 1. Therefore, if you put this on a calculator, -1 minus 3 is -4. -4 it will be 4 divided by 3. -4 over -4 over -3 is 4 over 3. Therefore, this is the gradient of line AE. And gradient of AE is equals to 4 divided by 3. And 3. Determine the coordinates of B. Determine the coordinates of B. Determine the coordinates of B. Now, how will you find the coordinates of B? And remember, guys, there's a point that we forgot to label. There is point C. There's point C there. Point C, coordinates guy 2 and 1. So we left this point. Sorry, guys, apologies. Now, how to about the coordinates of B? But on the statement, they mentioned that C is the midpoint. That means C is the midpoint of AB. We have the coordinates of our midpoint, which is 2 and 1 for C. Don't stress. For us to find B, we need to use the midpoint formula to find the coordinates of B. Why? Because they told us that C is the midpoint of line AB and we need to find coordinates of B. Therefore, we use the very same formula for midpoint. But in the formula, we already have the coordinates of midpoint. That means we're gonna use the very same midpoint formula to find the coordinates of B. Very simple. Ne? So coordinates of C is 2 and 1 is equals to the formula for midpoint is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Now, the coordinates of our midpoint are existing. You put them on the sides. And here this is our x coordinate, this is our y coordinate. So the x coordinate belongs to the x side of our equation, and the y coordinate belongs to the y side of our equation. And here, so for x, and here the coordinates are A, 1 and 3, coordinates B, x and y. Sharp. Now, let me just label them very fast. When I label them, I can say x1, y1, x2, y2. Forget about coordinates of the midpoint when coming to labeling your coordinates here. We already have our coordinates. So for 2 represent this x side, and for y represents, for this 1 for y represent the y side. So if we have the coordinates of our midpoint, you substitute them on the sideways. For x, you put 2 on our left, you say 2 equal to this, and for our y is 1, you say 1 equal to this. That's how we do it. So for x, 2 is equals to x1 plus y1, x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is 2. For y represent 1. 1 is equals to y1 plus y2 over 2. Can you see that these coordinates are coordinates of our midpoint? If we have coordinates of our midpoint and they say that we must find any point on that line that has got our midpoint, you just put the coordinates of our midpoint on the sideways and find the variables that are x2 and y2. Hurry here. 2 is equals to, what is our x1? 1. From AB, what is our x1? 1. What is our x2? What is our x2? Hurry, unknown. x2. Just write x2 here. Or we can literally just write x. It does not matter. Divided by 2 is 2. 1 is equals to, what is our y1? Is 3. 3 plus, what is our y2? Y, unknown. Let's write y there. Divided by 2. Then you solve for x on this side, solve for y on this side. Very simple. Hurry, solve for x. Cross multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Then I was like 2 over 1. This 1 will multiply 1 plus x. 1 times 1 plus x, 1 plus x is 2. You cross multiply again. 1 times 2 is 2. This equals to, I give 1 over 1. It's 1 over 1. This 1 will multiply 3 plus y. What is 1 times 3 plus y? 3 plus y. Then now, solve for x on this side. I need to be left with x on one side. I transpose this 1 to the other side and be left with x on one side. Therefore, 4 minus 1 is equals to x is 2. For y here, I need to transpose this 3 to the left. 2 minus 3 is equals to y. Therefore, x is equals to 4 minus 1 is 3 is 2. Therefore, y 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Therefore, the coordinates of B are 3 and negative 1. Coordinates of B are 3 and negative 1. That's how you find the coordinates of any point with the coordinates of our midpoint existing. I hope you clearly understand.